Welcome to Pause on Purpose, and we're moving right along here. First, we talked about how the first dashboard gauge is humility. Then, yesterday, we talked about gentleness. And out of those two gauges, or out of those two fruits that the Spirit produces in us, supernaturally comes this next characteristic, and it's patience. Paul says, with all humility and gentleness, with patience, with patience. What does that mean? Well, first of all, it means that we're not in a hurry. It means that we understand that God's timetable is good, no matter what it is, according to Max Anders in his commentary. Warren Wiersbe says, patience is the ability to endure discomfort without fighting back. Let me say that again. Warren Wiersbe says that patience is the ability to endure discomfort without fighting back. Now, who comes to mind when you hear that? You guessed it, Jesus, who endured great discomfort for our benefit without fighting back. Remember the old song? He could have called 10,000 angels to rescue him, to deliver him from the cross. But he took the cross for you and me. Powerful song. He could have called it all off and said, Father, it's just not worth it. These people will never get it. They'll never understand. And they're constantly going against your word. So why bother? But he didn't. He showed great patience to all of us. How about to Peter? The amount of times that Jesus showed patience to Peter when Peter would open his mouth and stick that foot right in there, right? Correct? I mean, come on. How many times? Too many to count. Was he not patient with the man at the pool of Bethesda who said, well, I'd like to get well and I'd like to be healed, but every time he made every excuse under the sun. But God, Jesus Christ, was patient with him. Beloved, this is something that God is working on me. I am not a patient person. I know that. But God keeps chiseling me by putting me into situations that cause me to have to slow down and wait for God's timetable. And you know the one of the key places God uses this? Grocery lines, checking out. You think this line's going to be faster because it's moving right along. And the moment you get behind the person who's being checked out, they can't find their checkbook. They can't find their debit card. They don't have the right identification. Oh, they need a price check on 3 different items. And the next thing you know, 15 minutes has gone by when it should have been your turn over 12 minutes ago. That's how God works on me and my patient. I don't know how it works with you. Maybe it's something else, but I tell you, it's always in some line. And God just keeps, Paul, pause, relax, breathe, right? Breathe and learn the rhythm of patience. And so I identify my impatience with the Lord. I tell him that I'm sorry for not showing patience. And I said, please enter my life right now in this moment where I am showing impatience. Enter my life and produce the grace of patience. And he does. He does. Because our God is good and he's patient with you and with me. So you go with God. Look at your gauges today: humility, gentleness, and patience, and then go with God because he goes with you.